Yes.
I'm calling for Adrian.
That's me.
Hi, Adrian. This is Diane from Disney. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good as well, thank you. I am calling for your telephone interview for the Disney College program. Is this a good time for you?
Yes, it is. Hey guys, so I just finished my Disney College program phone interview. Literally when the phone rang, my heart jumped. My heart jumped. It literally skipped a beat because I was so nervous. Let me tell you about my Disney College program phone experience as far as what happened. So, if you watched my previous video, you know that this is the second time that I am applying to become a member of DCP, and I applied yesterday morning. By lunchtime, I received an email that they wanted to continue on with the application process and wanted me to fill out the webinar survey. So I filled it out during lunchtime, not thinking that much of it. By dinner, I had already received the email asking what time I wanted my phone interview. So literally, I have completed the DCP application process within 24 hours. I can tell you, as a person who has applied in the past, this is highly, highly unusual. Number one, when I applied last year, it probably took a total of about 3 months to go through the application process. I filled out the application a couple of weeks later. I received the email about the webinar. A couple of weeks after that, I received the email about the phone interview. Also, if you happen to be like me and get all of your emails at once and just, fill it out as it comes, I don't recommend doing what I did this time around. Going through the application process in literally less than 24 hours has been a bit stressful. Because I received the email last night about the phone interview, I wasn't prepared for the phone interview before that, but I decided, what better is probably to go ahead and just do it now instead of waiting later, because the later you wait to do the phone interview, probably the more people that they're interested in, and the more likely they are to probably say no. So I decided to get it out of the way. But I had to stay up. Literally, I stayed up until probably about 3:30 to go over possible phone interview questions. For those of you that have not yet gone through your phone interview, I'm going to leave a couple of links below to websites and Tumblr pages, blogger pages that I looked at where people had taken the phone interview in the past and they wrote down all the questions that they were asked. You are not guaranteed to be asked any or all of the questions that any of these people have on their pages, but it is good to just feel comfortable with it and get it out of the way. I would say out of the questions that I was prepared to ask, I was probably asked about 50%. So it definitely comes in handy. And if you're a person like me who tends to say, when you do not have a script in front of you, it's good to write out possible answers to those questions so you tend not to say or pause or, just whatever. I scheduled my phone interview for early in the morning, pretty much for the same reason I scheduled it as early as possible in the calendar year. Once you get the email for the phone interview, they're going to give you possible dates and also possible times that you can interview according to your time zone. I scheduled my interview for 9 a.m. So I was one of the first people that were on the list. They can start it as early as 8 a.m. and I think go as late as like 8 p.m. I scheduled it for in the morning just because I know once the day gets going, I have tasks, I have obligations, I have errands to run, I have things to do, I have assignments to complete, and I might not be as focused and as energetic as I would be in the morning. Do not take my energy to mean that I'm a morning person. I'm definitely not a morning person, but I do believe I'm definitely more focused. So as I stated, I stayed up until 3:30. I woke up at 7:30. I had my questions laid out, but I hadn't completed them. I just did a little bit more on them. I, took a shower, got ready, made sure I was comfortable in the space that I was in where I wanted to do the phone interview. Tips. I know a lot of you guys are out there, this is probably like your first big job or your first real internship into the career that you want to go into. Don't freak out. Take a deep breath. Take some time before the interview gets started, maybe half an hour, get your questions together, get your, space, how exactly you want it, make sure you're comfortable. I know it sounds crazy because it's not a video interview. It's not a person-to-person interview. They do not see you, but your voice definitely sounds different when you're smiling versus when you're just talking. For instance, hello. Hello. It just changes. I don't know why. It changes. I know there are those of you out there who are great at interviewing. You're very charming. You can move a crowd with just a word. You still need to prepare for the interview. As I stated earlier, I'm going to leave some links at a couple of websites and Tumblr pages that I looked at, a couple of YouTube videos that definitely helped me out. Look at those videos, in addition to this one, of course, and just prepare yourself for questions they might ask. Make sure you do not do like I do and get like 3 hours of sleep. Get plenty of sleep beforehand so you're well rested and you're focused and you know where your mind is going. For some reason, I've seen a lot of YouTube videos where people are on their way to class, where they're in the middle of the car, sitting in the back seat or driving while they're doing their Disney phone interview. Don't do that. Just because there are so many outside factors that are going on that you are not in control of. Yes, you're driving, and yes, the car is quiet, and yes, this is a long commute, but what if somebody cuts you off during the phone interview and you have to go like, oh, blank word, or things happen, or what if while you're on your way to class you pass some frat boys that just start yelling and chanting and doing a stroll, and you're like, what are you doing right now? I'm trying to do a phone interview on the phone. They don't know that. Outside factors. Sit in a quiet place. Also sit in a place where you are sure, like 100% sure, you can get cell phone reception. Check it beforehand. If you've never been in that place before, you don't know you can get cell phone reception, don't schedule your interview while you're there. I think that's it for now. Only thing I have to do now, just because I completed the application process in literally less than 24 hours, is just to wait. It could take anywhere from a couple of hours, a couple of days, a couple of weeks. I also have a video coming up where I'm going to do the 10 frequently asked questions as far as the Disney college program application process goes, things you need to know, things you need to be prepared for. And also I'm going to do a video because I am auditioning to be a character performer after that, just so you guys can see the process, see what you should be prepared for, and things you should ask. Thank you for watching. Of course, like, comment, subscribe. If you are applying for the Disney College program and you have questions, definitely send me a message. I'm always here to help, and thanks for watching. Have a magical day. Bye.